Now that the trailer for Avengers Doomsday is dropped, I'm about to give you the coldest take you could possibly hear. The MCU has been fucking up. Everybody's saying that. The MCU has been messing up a lot lately, and people have been voicing their opinions all over the place. Your favorite commentator has probably made a video talking about how the MCU is not what it used to be, and this current phase, which is what, phase 4 maybe, is not as good as phase 1 or phase 2 was. The build up to Thanos is not the same as the build up to Doctor Doom.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Today, yeah?
Mainly because the build up to Thanos, even though it was loose, is somewhat okay. Even though it was somewhat fractured, even though it took some time to piece together the story that ultimately became Avengers Infinity. Ultimately became the Thanos saga. Thanos showing up and like ruining the lives of the Avengers and a lot of characters in the overall universe. Even though that was the case at the end of things, there were some bumps along the way. There were some movies that were not the best, that introduced concepts that overall didn't land the way that they should. But with this current phase leading up to Doctor Doom, there were a lot of ideas that were messed up. There were a lot of ideas that were kind of left on the cutting room floor, and people have been pointing it out a lot more recently. And yeah, it's very strange. Very strange to see that a lot of the heavy lifting is going to be done by this next Avengers movie. And the thing that we need to know now is why is an X-Men cartoon doing everything that the live action movies were supposed to be doing? X-Men 97 season 2 is out, and they have incorporated Apocalypse. They've incorporated the Celestials. They've incorporated multiverses. They've incorporated time travel. All of these things have been have been put together. Well, maybe not as much multiverses, but time travel. They've incorporated most of the things that are needed for this new Avengers movie into a season of this animated show just by following stuff that's already in the comics, following the material that already exists. Kang has actually been introduced in a very interesting way, where they didn't have to like make him the big bad or anything of the sort. They just had to introduce him so that you look at him and you hear him say some stuff and be like, hey, that guy seems familiar. Who's that guy? Did he say Kang? Rama Tut, huh? Maybe I'll look up for that. Oh, he's gone. Anyways, back to the other things. Like, you don't have to build up every single piece in like such a super dramatic way. And it feels like somewhere along the way, some sort of marketing people or somebody who was in charge just forgot about that. Kevin Feige recently came out and talked about how he regrets that they dropped the ball with the Blade project, with the now considered to be a failed Blade project. So I guess officially the Blade movie is just not happening, or maybe it is still happening and they don't want to like officially say, hey, we're not doing it anymore, because they have no real solid future plans for it, because they could not get someone to write a Blade movie, which was just supposed to be, hey, look, that guy that guy with the flat top showed up. Maybe he's British, maybe he's not. He showed up with a sword and some guns, maybe some stakes, maybe things that kill vampires, and he's like, I'm here to kill the vampires. And then he killed some vampires. And then maybe like, he fights Michael Morbius or something, like hey, Spider-Man, that Morbius guy that you have bumped shoulders with or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him because he's a vampire and I hate it. Oh, hey, Jubilee from the X-Men. I heard that the vampires have their eye on you, so you better watch out. Anyways, I'm gone. Or what they actually set up, hey, Black Knight, I don't think you want to pick up that sword, sir,
Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?
because the vampires are coming, something like that needed to happen. But they just dropped the ball. And they had Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali was like the person that they had for this. And I think, if anything, he was the best pick besides Wesley Snipes, and they just dropped the ball with that. That guy definitely had the aura of being like a blade for the MCU that would like impress people, and just dropped the ball completely. And now I believe like the original director of what is now the failed Blade project has his own project that's going on, where Mahershala Ali is playing like a similar type of like action character to like prove the concept that he was perfect for it. You guys just really messed this up for some reason. So yeah, it can't be that hard with all the TV shows, all of the movies that we've seen up until this point. There are bits and pieces of things that would indicate that we have this multiversal like terror that's going to happen. It didn't have to be Kang, and so they switched it to Doctor Doom because of real life reasons, which they could have just recast Kang at that point. Like, listen, I'm not gonna like complain that all of a sudden Kang looks like a totally different person, because if you pay attention to that character, there are different iterations of him that look like totally different people. Even in X-Men 97, it looks like a totally different person in the iterations that they did like show or allude to. So people who know ball are not gonna fucking complain that much, and you don't have to worry about people on Twitter who are gonna complain about the casting or any decisions they make, because those people are going to complain anyways. It's not what you should really worry about. Ultimately, the MCU has a lot of pieces that were introducing something that should be very, very interesting, and people are not really seeing that pay off right now. Apparently, a lot of characters who were integral to this new multiversal like story with Doctor Doom are not shown in the Doomsday trailer, and people are worried that they're not going to be in this this arc of Avengers movies that are coming out. Doomsday is the first, and then Secret Wars is going to be the second, unless they decide that Doomsday should be 2 parts or Secret Wars should be 3 parts or whatever the fuck they're going to do. But I'm assuming a lot of these characters that weren't shown or aren't going to be involved in this like Doomsday movie are going to be in the next movie to really like round it out. That's the hope, is like, one Eternal, that's all. Just show one Eternal. I don't know, show like Cersei or something, show the Black Knight, like show Kit Harington just show up with like a giant sword. Hey, something, even if for a split second, like the people would care more about that. Oh my god. The Marvels, the people that introduced not only the X-Men characters that we're gonna see, well, to an extent, but also like incursions, the multiverse, like a lot of the things related to that. They literally saved the universe from that sort of thing happening, by having Monica Rambeau like just go to a different universe. She like sacrificed herself by going through a portal, never coming back home or not knowing how to go back home, and then going to an alternate universe. And they were just like, and that's that. And maybe they forgot. Maybe Secret Wars will talk more about it. We have no idea until the movie comes out. But let's hope. Let's just hope that they clean this up, because right now it's a mess. And it's weird that another series that's funded by the same company is doing everything that they supposed to be doing for the live action like series of movies and TV shows, which is where they're putting most of their money into. And we're not getting the same thing. And we'll see. A lot of people are very low on the Marvel universe right now. The Spider-Man movie's coming out, and that'll probably like boost their hopes a little bit, because Fantastic Four didn't do what it was supposed to. Like, it was a good movie, but it wasn't hyping them up for the Avengers, because that movie didn't really introduce much involved with that until like the after credit scene. Thunderbolts, Asterix, kind of did that, but a lot of people are already making fun of the fact that like most of that team does not seem like they can deal with like Omega level like threats. One character, like maybe one character on that team seems like he would be able to take care of this, but he also is retired. So he's like, I don't want to do anything because I don't want to hurt people. Maybe they'll incorporate that in the movies. We don't know. The team, okay, let's hope that the team understands that there is lore that they've built and that people enjoy this lore, even though your casual viewer doesn't want to watch like 10 TV shows, doesn't want to watch, 5 movies or whatever the fuck. They just want to sit down and watch the movie itself. I believe that by honoring the things you've set up so far, you will have a better product and you will make a lot more money. And isn't the money the reason why they're doing all this? I mean, it's not for our enjoyment. So, yeah. Forget everything I just said. They canceled Wonder Man. So, there is no hope anymore.